we need to then talk about House Speaker Mike Johnson. Right in that, because Democrats are accusing him of refusing to swear in a new representative and denying hundreds of thousands of people a voice in Congress because he wants to continue to block the Epstein files from being released. Because as we've talked about many times before, Representatives Thomas, Massey, and Ro Khanna, they proposed a bill to release the Epstein files, but Johnson has refused to even bring it to the floor for a vote. And so instead, Massey and Khanna, they've been circulating what's known as a discharge petition, or which would allow them to bypass leadership and force a floor vote as long as they can collect signatures from a majority of House members. And for a while now, they've been just one vote away because several prominent Republicans even joined their charge. And then it seemed like they got their final vote they needed, because Adelita Grijalva, she won a special election in Arizona, and she's a Democrat. And Grijalva vowed to sign the discharge petition once she got sworn in. But apparently that's easier said than done, because even though she was elected 2 weeks ago, Speaker Johnson has repeatedly refused to swear her in. Where the House was out of session all last week in an effort to pressure the Senate to pass the GOP's stopgap spending bill to keep the government open, which is an attempt that obviously failed. But also, before the government shut down, Johnson held what's called a pro forma session, which basically is a brief meeting for members of the House to discuss procedural matters without conducting legislative business. And so Grijalva, she went to Washington early last week in hopes of being sworn in during that session. Hopes, I should say, that are not unreasonable, because earlier this year, Johnson swore in 2 Republican representatives